Working from home is nice, but sometimes I feel like I'm just sitting in my chair all day. Join me for a quick 10-minute flow to get some blood moving during the workday.
All right, let's all meet on our mat in child's pose today. Take a couple deep breaths here to release any tension built up in your lower back. In child's pose, as you inhale, crawl your fingers forward, and as you exhale, drop your hips back towards your ankles. Remember to breathe here. All right, now we're going to work our way up into tabletop pose and do some wrist stretches. I know you've been typing all day, so this is to prevent any carpal tunnel syndrome. Sit on your toes, press your hands down in front of you, and rock back and forth. This should feel good on your wrists and on the bottoms of your feet, but shouldn't hurt at all. If you feel any sharp pain, you're doing something wrong. I like to do some wrist circles around my wrist too. That always feels good. All right, now I like to move my wrists back to face me to stretch out the other sides of my forearms. So point your fingers back towards your knees, and then do the same thing. Rock back and forth. Maybe bend one elbow at a time, whatever feels good for you. Again, remember to breathe here. All right, now untuck your toes and find your way into tabletop for a little cat-cow pose. Inhale as you arch your back for cow pose, and then exhale as you round your back for cat pose. Do that a couple times and maybe wiggle your hips a little bit, whatever feels good here. This should really feel good for your lower back and for your hips. I also like to press into my fingertips in cat pose to get a little bit more separation between my shoulder blades. All right, after your last cat pose, we'll do a little thread the needle here to get some rotation in our spines. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and then exhale as you thread it through and press your right cheek to the mat. Take a couple deep breaths here, and you should feel a nice twist along your spine and your neck here. You can even press your hands together and extend your left foot back for a little additional twist. All right, come back down, extend the right hand up, and exhale as you come back down. Now we'll switch sides over to the left. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, and exhale, thread it through and place your left cheek down onto the mat. Again, for a little bit of additional twist, you can put your hands together and then extend your right leg back out to get a little bit more rotation on your spine. All right, and now we'll exhale and come back down to tabletop. Now we'll move to tiger pose, which will help get you with a little bit of balance. Back to tabletop, and extend your right arm forward and your left leg back. Make sure you breathe here as you work to balance through your left hand and through your right foot. And then I like to do a little crunch to finish it off, and back to tabletop. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Extend your left hand out and your right foot back to the back wall. Make sure you breathe here as you balance through your right hand and your left foot. Again, I like to do a little crunch to finish it off, and then come back to tabletop. All right, now we'll come into our first down dog of the day. So make sure to plant your hands, tuck your toes, and extend your hips up. Feel free to keep your knees bent on this first down dog of the day. Maybe pedal your legs out a little bit. But the most important thing is to make sure that you have a flat back and a straight line from your wrists up to your hips. You should really feel this opening up your shoulders and down through your spine. All right, now bring your feet together and inhale as you reach your right leg up into three-legged dog. Hinge at the knee and stack your hips to open up that right hip. On your next breath, look forward and step your right foot through your hands, coming into a low lunge. Drop your knee down and extend your hands up to the sky. Make sure that your right knee is tracking over your right ankle. Take a deep breath and place your hands down, coming down in chaturanga, up into up dog, and then exhale back into down dog. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side here. On your next inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky, hinge at the knee, and stack your hips to stretch out that left hip. Make sure you breathe here. On your next breath, step your left foot through between your hands, drop your right knee down, and inhale as you reach your arms up to the sky. This should feel really good through your hip flexor. Exhale, drop down into chaturanga, inhale into up dog, and exhale back into down dog. All right, now drop your knees down to tabletop and come into a comfortable seated position. We'll do a few neck stretches here to release any tension you might have built up throughout the workday. All right, make sure you're comfortable. Take a little deep breath. And we'll start by bringing the right hand behind the lower back and pulling your head gently to the left with your left hand. Make sure you breathe here as you feel that stretch across your neck. All right, now switch sides, gently release. Bring your left hand behind your back and your right hand up to stretch your head to the right. This should feel nice along the left side of your neck, but make sure that you don't feel any sharp pains or anything like that. All right, now gently release as you exhale and bring your hands up above your head. I like to just stretch to the side, right, and then to the left a little bit just to open up that side body, stretch out those obliques. Switch sides over to the left. All right, now for a little bit more spinal rotation work. This is called a half fish pose or a seated twist. So just reach your right leg over to the left, and then twist to your right, holding your left knee over your right elbow. Take a couple deep breaths here as you come into this twist. All right, now switch sides over to the left. Same thing over here as you bring your left leg over to the right and twist to your left. Here you can twist more on each exhale, and that should feel good on your lower back. All right, now we'll do a couple alternating forward folds. Bring the bottom of your right foot inside your left thigh and reach as far as you can towards your foot. Now, if you only come to your knee or to your shin, that's fine. But just go as far as you can while still staying comfortable. Take a couple deep breaths here as you open up that back of your leg. And you can shake your head left and right if that feels good for you. All right, now we'll switch sides here. Extend your right leg out and put the bottom of your left foot inside of your right thigh. And again, extend as far as you can, whether you come to your shin, your knee, or your foot, just whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a couple deep breaths here. All right, now slowly work your way back up into a seated position with your hands at heart center. Thank yourself for putting in the work today and putting in this practice. And I hope this will allow you to have a very productive afternoon and loosen up that tightness a little bit. Thanks again.